In our modern world, the ceaseless hum of activity and noise can often leave us feeling overwhelmed and disconnected from our inner selves. Today we embark on a meditative journey to explore how purposeful silence can serve as a powerful catalyst for creativity and personal transformation. As we step into the daily grind, a subtle yet persistent cacophony consumes our senses, those reservoirs of untapped creativity and dormant insight often go unnoticed, muffled by the sheer weight of modern life's clamor. One might ask, is there an irony in seeking fulfillment in the very noise that silences our inner genius? The constant motion leaves little room for the quiet contemplation needed to glimpse the deeper truths hidden within. Perhaps as we navigate this labyrinth of perpetual distraction, it is the unnoticed moments of stillness that offer the most profound insights, urging us to rethink the habitual rhythms that have come to define our existence. In the midst of life's incessant clamor, intentional stillness emerges as a quiet sanctuary, offering a retreat from the relentless barrage of sound. When we create space for silence, we invite not emptiness, but a fertile ground where thoughts can take root and creativity can flourish in unexpected ways. The gentle calm of a silent moment is not simply the absence of external noise. It is an active invitation to look inward, to listen deeply to the subtle whispers of our intuition, and to engage with ideas that are often drowned out by the din of everyday demands. One might wonder if by yielding to silence, we are surrendering productivity. Yet it is in this surrender that the true alchemy of transformation occurs. In the quiet, the mind is freed from habitual patterns of distraction, opening a channel to a deeper flow of insight that had been patiently waiting beneath the surface. This deliberate pause allows us to step back and reframe our experience, to question whether the constant race truly serves our long-term aspirations, or if it merely echoes the urgency of our daily routines. In embracing those moments of calm, we find ourselves rekindling the dormant spark of creativity, cultivating a space where profound thoughts arise naturally, unburdened by the clamorous interruptions of modern life. As the stillness deepens, it becomes clear that silence isn't merely the absence of sound, but a dynamic force, one that subtly reshapes our inner landscape. It encourages us to cut through the noise and rediscover the quiet brilliance that resides within each of us. The transformative power of this silence lies in its ability to recalibrate our perspective, reminding us that the most meaningful insights often emerge when we dare to step away from the echo chamber of constant communication. Ultimately, it is in these moments of intentional quiet that we may truly hear the voice of our own potential. In our fast-paced lives, carving out moments of stillness might seem like a small act, yet its impact resonates deeply within our inner worlds, offering a sanctuary for renewal. Imagine setting aside a few minutes each day to simply breathe, to allow the mind to disengage from its continuous chatter and the clamor of external demands. In those precious moments, you create a space where your thoughts are free to wander and settle, like sediment in a quiet stream, gradually revealing underlying currents of insight and clarity. There is a subtle power in these acts of mindful pause, a quiet acknowledgement that our well-being is not measured by endless productivity, but by the richness of our inner life. Consider the simple act of mindful breathing. With each conscious inhalation and exhalation, you might feel the tension of the day gently unravel, replaced by a calm attentiveness that invites reflection. This practice can serve as both a mental reset and a gentle reminder of the present, anchoring you amid the ever-changing pace of daily life. Perhaps during a quiet walk, one might not only witness the transformation of season and light, but also sense an awakening of thoughts that have long been hidden beneath the surface of routine distractions. Such moments do not require grand gestures or elaborate routines. They flourish in simplicity and persistence. In this gentle engagement with silence, there is an underlying invitation to reconnect with the essence of who we are. As you navigate through everyday challenges and celebrations alike, finding time to be still offers an opportunity to pause, to consider the broader perspective of your journey, and to reignite your creative spirit. Each reflective pause becomes a subtle act of self-care, affirming that even amidst the busyness, there is always room for inner growth and personal transformation. In this quiet interplay between presence and reflection, you may discover that the path to a more balanced and fulfilling life unfolds not through ceaseless activity, but through embracing the transformative power of stillness. In our modern existence, one cannot help but wonder if the relentless clamor of our routines has become an unwitting cage, trapping a reservoir of innovation deep within us. At times, the flurry of activity can create a sensory overload that drowns out the still, subtle voice of our inner genius. As we navigate our busy lives, the external world often demands our immediate attention, leaving little room for the introspective silence where brilliant ideas are born. It may seem paradoxical that the very environment that fuels our success can also be the one that muffles the creative spark. Perhaps we have conflated activity with progress, measuring our worth by how much we accomplish, rather than by the richness of our inner life. In the process, the untapped potential that thrives in moments of quiet reflection becomes overshadowed by the urgency of the everyday. Could it be that our insistence on hyper-engagement is making us miss the subtler forms of wisdom that emerge when we least expect them? Consider how moments of silence can serve not merely as pauses between actions, but as fertile grounds for self-discovery and innovation. When we intentionally step back from the hustle, we grant ourselves the permission to listen to our thoughts, our feelings, and that flickering glint of genius that is often drowned by noise. In those rare, undisturbed spaces, the mind is allowed to wander, draw connections, and explore new perspectives unburdened by external commands or distractions. Ironically, the more we seek to be constantly occupied, the further we drift from the heart of creative insight. Reclaiming silence, then, might not merely be an act of retreat, but a bold step towards embracing the full spectrum of our potential. It is a call to reestablish balance, reminding us that innovation flourishes when we are willing to pause, reflect, and let the quiet guide our thoughts. By reassessing our habitual reliance on external stimuli, we may begin to see that inner brilliance does not depend on ceaseless activity, but on the mindful interplay between engagement and rest. In this reflective debate, we are urged to consider, are we sacrificing the depth of our ideas for the promise of immediate achievements? Or might the path to true innovation lie in daring to explore the silent moments that reveal the whispers of our deepest creativity? The answer may well lie in the courage to be still amidst the storm, a quiet yet powerful testament to the potential waiting to be unleashed within each of us.